Hello, friends. I have decided to change a little bit based on a couple of comments where a couple of my viewers pointed out that the way I was making my videos was a little bit too much music, and I've decided to change that. The intended purpose of this channel sprang from my love of photography, and whenever I buy a piece of gear, I would take it out and for a spin, try it out, and help people, make an informed decision as to whether to proceed to buy the piece of gear in question or not. Like in this case, all of the video clips that you're gonna see here today were made with Nikon Z9 and Nikon 180 to 600 millimeter. So whatever I capture here, anybody could capture, given the same gear. So this is what you expect. Maybe the limit is the sky. You can capture better than this stuff. So with this barred owl, I usually walk different paths in the park. But the day I saw the evening, this was around like 6:30, 6:45 in the evening. I changed paths and I was rewarded with this beautiful barred owl. It was just chilling, not doing really much. With this eastern box turtle, usually when it rains and the weather is warm enough, like I would say high 70s, 80s, and it rains, after the rain I always make it a habit to go out and photograph, because there are a lot of creatures, especially turtles and snakes. All I did here was lay the camera on the ground, took the video, and helped the eastern box turtle cross the road. Last week also I had an opportunity to see these snappers, these common snapping turtles, fighting for over an hour, really viciously. You could see the scars on their heads. They were fighting for a while. These guys can live from 8 to 10 years, and they could cover like a 4-mile radius type of ground if the wetland is large. And these snapping turtles were fighting all the time I was there, and I was there for a little over an hour. They would stop for a short moment and resume fighting. When I left, they were still fighting. The park is also home for these beautiful toothy skinks. And over the years I have documented 5 species of snakes. Northern water snake, and there are a few spots where I see them, and they are usually hanging out, basking in the sun on rocks, especially on hot days. These guys are non-venomous, and the general rule, snakes are more afraid of us than we of them. When the pond in the park dries up, solitary sandpipers show up. The same thing with the belted kingfishers. Also, the same thing with this. There's a couple of pairs of red-winged blackbirds. This guy just kicked out the solitary sandpiper. Another part of the park also boasts a lot of warblers, especially this prairie warbler, Wherever you see prairie warblers, you're going to see indigo buntings and wise-eyed vireos, as well as common yellow throats, and also you will see eastern kingbirds. And this is another beautiful songbird, and red-eyed vireo. The same thing, red-eyed vireos, indigo buntings, and scarlet tanagers. A common yellow throat. And also, I have noticed over the years that whenever you see a common yellow throat, guaranteed you will see an indigo bunting. Here's an eastern bluebird, an eastern phoebe. This guy was with another eastern phoebe. I don't know whether this was the male or the female, but they were hanging out together, just catching dragonflies because the weather was warm and there were plenty of insects and dragonflies. So I hanged around these eastern birds for a good hour. Was watching them interacting. It was a lot of fun. This is a Carolina chickadee. Was also fighting with a couple of other Carolina chickadees over territory. This is, of course, nesting season. They are having chicks. And the best thing that happened to me every day in the park is when I finish my day with seeing a barred owl. That is the best that I and a friend of mine could hope for, seeing a barred owl. Take care, everybody.